Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's the weekly reading for the week of July 29th to August the 4th. Your cards this week, Virgo, energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Ten of Swords. Focus energies this week. You have the Five of Cups clarified with Serenity. And you have the Page of Swords coming in towards the end of the week. And as before we start here, Virgo, what I'm seeing for you is a very gentle breeze or a gentle current that's beginning to stir in your life. And I feel like this current wants to bring about change for you, but it's bringing it in very slowly. It's going to bring in, what you can handle at the right time. And when you're ready, it will pick up. It'll pick up its force. And this current is slowly cleansing you of the past. It's refreshing you. And then it's going to bring in on that current the new opportunities and the new energy that you need in your life at this time. In your recent past here, we have the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords, if many of you are familiar with this card, can be, a card of something very hurtful, some painful situation coming to completion. It's a number 10, so this is a situation that potentially has already ended and completed, or you're in the throes of that at the moment. The Ten of Swords, look at the scene here, guys. It's very ominous here. And this guy has literally got 10 swords in his back. So it's a situation that may have hurt you even physically, but definitely emotionally. You could even have some feelings of fatigue from all the emotional, stress that you've gone through from the situation. As a general reading, it's not clear what it is here, but a Ten of Swords situation could be, a betrayal in a friendship, can be, a relationship ending, could be the loss of a job. It's some kind of loss, and it's very, it's painful. Now, as you can see, we've got this very heavy sky pushing down here, but there is that beautiful dawn ready to rise up. And, this card to me has a sense of being very still and stagnant. But when that breeze picks up, it's going to basically, what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to burn off that cloud, and it's going to lift that really heavy sky for you. And slowly but surely, you're going to come out of this situation. Now, focus energies this week. We have the Five of Cups and the Hanged Man and Serenity, which is equivalent to the Hermit card in the Rider deck. So let's begin with the Hanged Man. Yeah, so in order to move on from the situation, you may need to change your viewpoint. I think some of you are maybe waiting for some kind of awakening or enlightenment for how to move through this. Because even though the situation might have completed, I'm seeing that it may have left a hole in your life. If it was a partner, you might find yourself on your own, and your whole sense of life and how you socialize and even your home has changed. If it was the end of a job, jobs can really define people, so it can be really difficult once, that's taken away. If it was that toxic friendship, then, your whole friendship group could actually, you might not be hanging out with any of those people anymore. So we might need to really sort of have a whole different viewpoint and start rebuilding life from a different direction. So, they also talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man, which involves sort of that traditional grief process. So starting at, denial. You might have been in denial that the situation was happening for a while. Then there's the bartering, the anger, depression and sadness that follow until we finally get to a place of acceptance. And when we're in a place of acceptance, we know we need to move on, but we're not too sure how. And that's where that sense of being literally strung up or being stuck can come from. And, here the Serenity card, which is equivalent to the Hermit card, that talks about going within, retreating within to seek those answers, to seek the answers that will give you this enlightenment. And, in the Rider version of this card, the Hermit, he has this little lantern with the star energy in it. It's the little fragments of healing that's starting to happen inside of you, which is great because I feel like you'll probably need that after the situation. It's also it's dim illumination to show you the first tentative steps on your way out of the situation. So I think by retreating within, having some deep self-reflection time this week, You may start to sort of see the path opening up here, Virgo, but you might only just see the next move, and it's not until you've taken that move that the next one will become apparent to you. So you might not fully know, the destination or where you're really headed, but you just need to take those little steps, because those little steps will start to join the dots, and in time, the new pathway will become clear to you. With the Five of Cups here is that reminder to not sit and dwell on this past situation. I know it was very painful. There's a sense of grief and hurt in this card, being shrouded in that darkness. But, through focusing on what was lost, the hurts, and all those sorts of things, you can actually miss opportunities that are right here. Being tied up in the past stops us from being present. So what we really need to do is, go within and seek those answers that start illuminating our path to, really awaken to what we need to do. And once we have that awakening, we're able to stop focusing on the past, be more present, turn around and see those opportunities that are there for us. They are there. It's just going to be a bit of a process to get to them. And, because you can also see here, there's another thing about the Five of Cups here, Virgo, is that this figure could easily just cross the bridge of these emotional waters and get back to a place of sanctuary, However, there's this choice that they're sitting around and focusing on the losses, the spilt cups, the disappointments, the despair, the pain. So the reminder is that, we really need to build a bridge over those emotional waters and come back to our sanctuary, go within and seek those answers. Now, coming in towards the end of the week, I'm really pleased to see the Page of Swords here, because they also call the Page of Swords the Wind of Change card. So here we go. This is where your breeze picks up and becomes the wind that's actually going to bring in that change for you. It's the initial starting of a new direction. It's got that sort of young, free energy about it, Virgo. It could even be an air sign coming into your life, so Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, who might help you on this transition in some way. But either way, towards the end of the week, the energy is there for starting to shift. That breeze is lifting, to lift this cloud, to lift this darkness, to lift this sense of suppression or depression. But what's required is a sense of going within, seeking the answers, and illuminating and awakening yourself within, focusing on the present and not dwelling in the past. So Virgo, that's what I have for you. I wish you the best of luck with that journey this week. Keep in mind it's a general reading. It may not resonate for all of you, and I'll see you for another reading next week.